How's it going? Just a little bit here. Name's Pedro. I've had an iPhone for, probably since before 2012, give or take. I've always just had an iPhone, and this time, I saw the Samsung 26 Ultra come out, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna switch. Not for anything in particular. I'm just like, I want something a little different, and why not just switch to a different phone and truly experience it, not for I'm trying to get this or that out of it, but just more or less, I do want a different experience, use a different type of device, and really learn the nuances and the pros and cons of a Samsung or an Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of share that here. So starting off, I went ahead and buy the Samsung S26 Ultra, brand new. I'm opening it up right now. And just talking about it, like I've never done this before. Like I said, it's for me, it's just like, hey, I wanted to buy this phone, and I'm doing that now. Unfortunately, I just kind of didn't open it as smooth as I wanted to, so it kind of messed that up. So let's go ahead and open this here. All right. So if you see this, I went ahead and got the blue, almost like baby blue looking color with my device. Let's see what all comes in with it before. Comes with the power cable, your USB-C to USB-C, and interesting enough, it comes with also like where you can open like a SIM card. That's what it looks like for me, and then just some cables. So pretty neat. And then the phone itself, it's the S26 Ultra. Pretty awesome. It looks very slick, clean. I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is slightly bigger. So we'll go ahead and peel this out. I've heard about the glare. People talking about how the glare is worse than on this screen than the previous screen, just because of the privacy screen settings. I'm not really concerned about that personally. I think it'll work just fine, and I'm more just like functionality and just how it functions is really what I care about. And I'm trying to turn it on. Okay, it took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I held that power button for probably 5 to 10 seconds. It just didn't come right back. It didn't come on as quick as I thought it would have. Made me think that maybe that wasn't the right way to do it. But we'll see. And then just to kind of show, I do have this is the 15 Pro Max, my apologies, that I've had. Comparison in size. As you can see a little bit here. All right, here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all set up. All right, since there's an easy setup option here, and easy setup with another device, the iPhone or iPad. So I'll select the Wi-Fi network that I'm going to use. Let's see which one my phone's on. It's been a while. Okay. Keyboard's a little different, so it will be an adjustment. And sorry, my video quality isn't going to probably be the best, but it's more of just showing what I'm doing, not necessarily anything else. It's just like showing like, hey, this is how I'm setting it up. This is what I'm choosing to do, and it's not the best quality. I'm not an expert. I'm not somebody that does video content all the time. It's just, this is me just wanting to show y'all like what my experience is switching from one phone to the other at this time. wants me to set up my Gmail account. Get my password. I use Password Vault to get this set up. So to save my password. So I need to find that real quick. And it's randomly generated, so it's not as easy of just like typing it in and going, right? And I'm just setting up, like I gotta have my MFA enabled, so I have to go and approve that. Okay. I've already used a lot of Google's products, my primary email is Gmail. A lot of the Google Suite stuff I've been using just to kind of get used to it, and I'm starting to like it a lot more, and I think this is a great way to kind of proceed, in my opinion. Let's see, I gotta do the connect to a mobile network. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and copy hopefully apps and data over, which I know people have talked about having issues with this. I hope that's not the case. I'm gonna use the cable. The reason I'm using the cable is just, typically, at least from my experiences with different devices, cable tends to work a lot better. You could use Wi-Fi, and yes, Wi-Fi is reliable, but something about, physical cables tend to work. Okay, so now it's telling me to keep your iPhone or iPad screen on. So it is on right now. It's connecting to transfer my data. I do get a prompt, hey, do you trust this device? Is what this is saying. So yeah, I'm gonna trust it. Gotta put in my PIN. Okay, now it's scanning, and it's gonna work on transferring everything over. Seems pretty straightforward. Alright, so the phone's kind of setting up. I have to actually go in and since I'm going from an iPhone, I have to call the carrier to go ahead and do a eSIM swap, since my iPhone was only an eSIM, it doesn't have a physical card. So I'm gonna kind of go ahead and put the screen protector on, right? Might as well, since I don't have anything else. Other than that, though, like I did the transfer of files from my iPhone to my my Samsung, and it was actually pretty seamless. It did take a while, and it's even processing even now. But it gave me a notification telling me, hey, you can go ahead and unplug the device, and it pretty much is going to go from there. So I think that's a pretty neat thing. So let's see, it says press phone firmly. I don't even know how to do this. Press firmly. Oh, okay. Let's see. It's pretty cool. So the phone will actually be I'm honestly not sure how to do this. I have clearly, like I said, this has been a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean all this up. It could be pretty clean. See what it says. Press firmly, tab. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean this. Hopefully I do it correctly. I have enjoyed using the ZAG screen protectors. Those are primarily the ones I use. You can buy cheaper ones in Amazon or other locations. Amazon's one of the bigger ones. But I would say I've truly, ZAG does make it pretty straightforward to do, and I've never encountered an issue. So let's see. that cleared out. Okay, so they said press phone firmly into the tray on top of pull tag. So it says that they want this to be top of this here, and then they say to pull it. Okay, once that's done, you will put this in here. This is a really nice how I do it. Do it this way. And then apparently you hold this right here for about 5 seconds. I don't know if this has been 5 seconds or not, but holding onto it, giving it a little bit. I'm assuming this is 5 seconds now. I'll go ahead and take this out. Like I said, this seems pretty seamless to me. Has a little spot right here. Other than that, it's pretty clean. I need to kind of push this out a little bit. And even then, like a lot of times, even if there is one bubble, typically with the heat and stuff like that, it kind of diminishes. And that, there you go. That did go away. No, looks great in my opinion. Y'all could tell me otherwise, but this looks pretty good. Then the last piece for myself is that, like I said, I just bought this Samsung case. I just wanted to get one so I could have one. It's a silicone one, just something that was a little bit sturdier. My iPhone case that I previously had didn't have one at all. I went caseless this time. I was like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and get one case. I'll go ahead and put that in. Pretty straightforward. Voila, matches the phone color. So this is actually pretty neat. Look at that, blue with the blue. It looks pretty cool. All right, now I'm gonna start, driving this. This is what I primarily plan to use indefinitely until, another phone down the road. But I have had my iPhone for over 2+ years now. So I mean, this is gonna be the one I use consistently every day. I will keep in touch and let y'all know how things go. And it's not, like I said, this is not a review. It's just more like, me kind of just showing you what I'm doing and what I enjoy and what I find interesting.